Binary stars! The binary stars! Lift off and the clock has started. The binary stars! The binary stars!
Nice to be in orbit.
Welcome back to Binary Star Wrestling. I am Henry Liverman, one of the Binary Stars, and also the Suplex Scholar. And I'm joined by...
Chris Adams, the Super Suplexer. I'm just trying something new.
I thought it was good.
Yeah?
I thought it was good.
All right, yeah.
And if you have found this channel, you are in the best place for wrestling discussion in the known and unknown universe. Would you agree, my friend?
I would agree, not 100% though. 1,000,000%. I'll just skip the thousands, man. 1,000,000%.
Sometimes you got to just go for the jugular like
dude.
that. It's
I don't
like,
know why I didn't go for billion though.
next time,
Little
maybe.
Dr. Evil syndrome. Remember, $1 million, and they all laugh at him. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I agree, 1,000,000%. You're not going to get anything better in terms of comedy, in terms of entertainment, in terms of the history we have between us. I mean, bro, we met at a tried and true wrestling camp. Like, that's wild. We've got
That's right.
depth. We're depth guys before depth guys were a thing.
We do, and though I am the scholar now, I was originally the student.
That's right. That's right. That was probably on one of our old videos that probably got deleted, corrupted, whatever that was. So for new viewers of Binary Star Wrestling Channel, Henry saying he was the student was because we met at a wrestling camp, and though I'm just not that many years older than him, I had a few extra years of GRAP experience, and so I was one of those student teachers at a summer camp. And Henry was the Padawan, although quickly excelled in a lot of ways, went beyond. That's why you're the Suplex Scholar. You learn shit.
That's why I'm the scholar
Yeah.
now. That's right.
Yeah.
That was my hero's journey that led me to being the Suplex Scholar.
Dude, 100%. But like, you scholared up early, dude, because here I am thinking like, oh yeah, I got everybody. Like, I got everything. I mean, remember we would have like Monday night meetups with a couple of the other students, and
Oh yeah.
though the age difference wasn't that much, like I tried to like big bro y'all sometimes.
For sure. Well, when you're young like that, the age difference feels a lot more tangible.
Yeah, it was like, oh, like I'm the big dog over here, but very quickly I realized that nah, I didn't have it on you. You're the Suplex Scholar, my brother. Always have been.
Very quickly realized that we are binary stars. This isn't like this isn't a one orbiting the other. It's two orbiting each other.
That's right, baby. That's right. Anyway, we can tell them more about the lore later. I mean, you did bust my nose up really good one time. I don't think I told you this. When I got my first COVID test during all the beginning of the pandemic, and I had the first one go all the way back, the lady was like, you have a deviated septum? First person to ever tell me that. And the only thing I can think of is when you suplexed me and my face actually went off the mat, like under that like janky thing. So thank you for the deviated septum.
Hey, no problem, man. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
That's right.
Sometimes the youth don't even know their own strength, right?
You didn't. You busted me up good.
That's right. Yeah, well, the orbiters will find out more of our history moving forward as well.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on, but there was also a decent amount of stuff going on in the wrestling world this week.
Yeah, as opposed to last week's episode when we had to report on the sad limping toward the finish line Dynamite that we had. This week's, while nothing was like tremendously explosive except for the opener and the main event, like it was a really good show across the board. I was pleased with all the AEW and Ring of Honor programming this weekend.
I was very impressed by a lot of the Ring of Honor stuff that's been going on. They had a huge amount of shit. I felt like Dynamite definitely was starting to get more on its feet, but I feel like you could still tell a little bit that it seemed like they might have had some stuff also booked for Dynamite this week that maybe ended up not panning out with some stuff. So I mean, just with a lot more like promos, video packages, like various segments and things like that. And then I agree that none of them were particularly bad. It felt more it felt like they had swapped roles this week almost. Like that Dynamite ended up kind of filling the Collision role, and then Collision ended up kind of having more of the like meaty matches, I thought.
Well, think about just comparing the two main events, right? Dynamite's main event, while the match was awesome, was Darby Allin versus ROH. And in my report for PW Torch for our friends over there, my first question was, who asked for this? I liked it. I also want to know why we got there as a main event while Darby was in this feud with the dogs and all that, but that we can talk about that later. But then Collision's main event was Okada versus Kevin Knight.
Which was sick.
Yeah, So yeah, you're right. That's a good observation. The weight felt different. I mean, the co-main event of Collision was Mina Shirakawa versus Tekla, so you had a women's title match there. Yeah,
that's true.
Wait,
true.
Was that Collision or was that Dynamite?
No, that's Dynamite.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The Collision had.
Collision was just that.
Yeah.
Chris, get out of here. Swapping
Somebody
days,
still got
brother.
You got that bell rung still from that suplex years ago.
It's like, come on, no, yeah. Anyway, well, that match was awesome on Dynamite, but your point still stands.
Yes, and I had it on my list to ask you, like, what are we doing here with Darby Allin in the main event? Like, how tell us more about your thoughts on that.
I got to make sure my son's not listening because Darby Allin's his favorite. I really like Darby Allin. I'm not sure we need him gunning for the title or in the main event scene right now, although someone could really persuade me differently because I like him too. He's not my favorite, but I do like him. I like the variety. I like the energy. Just not at the top of my list. It is strange that he just declared for the title picture coming after MJF, and then has these strange matches that kind of come out of nowhere, and it feels like they're trying to keep him exposed to give him some high profile spots, especially with that video package that they played early in Dynamite that was like the accomplishments of Darby Allin, which is how AEW's website lists that little video package, the accomplishments of Darby Allin.
I saw that.
So they're obviously trying to keep him up there, but it's kind of weird at the same time.
I'm also kind of torn about it. I'm not convinced of Darby Allin as a consistent main event presence. I have it. I do have it much later in my notes that I am feeling quite convinced about the Jet Kevin Knight as a future like stable main eventer. Totally, but I'm not really feeling it on Darby Allin. This might sound kind of bad, but I have a hard time accepting such a gimmick wrestler as a serious main event like world contender. And that may be a matter of personal preference.
Okay.
But
yeah, I think it is personal preference. I also agree with you. So we share that personal preference. Yeah. But I think it is, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. As we said before, I believe
Correct.
We're right in our preferences.
That's how I feel too. I'm like, that is my personal belief.
You know why we prefer it? Because it is right.
That's right. And ask me why I feel that way.
Right. Hey, why do you feel that way?
Because I fucking do.
Yeah. But it's true.
It is true. At the same time, it's also true.
Yeah, I think I'd kind of like to see it. Like, what would AEW look like with a dude who is holding a belt that would be the equivalent of his torso size, right? Like, they would have to give him the women's belt to make it like look proportional because that one's smaller, you know. That always bugs me. Like, just make them all the same size, right? Make the gold
Yeah.
equal. Like, let's
Yeah.
get away from this idea that like women means
we don't
small.
need a wage gap in belt size.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we don't need 24 karat and like 14 karat gold. Like it all needs to be the same. Yeah. So I would like to see it as an experiment almost. Could he hold it? Could he? Not physically could he hold it, but could he hold the belt, or would it hold him? Right? Like what? They remember they were teasing it a couple years ago. It was when I had COVID. I think it was when Darby and remember it was going to be Darby and Bryan Danielson, but they got Mox into the picture, and I mean we didn't talk too much about that then. Like, what did you think about that whole Mox version of all that when the Death Riders were really getting going?
I mean, I think it kind of made sense. I feel like it made sense. It made sense, and I still continue to feel that it makes sense. And especially like, I mean, the pretty consistent presence of Mox and the Death Riders. Like, I mean, John Moxley is AEW.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's hard to ignore that he has, and I do not mean that derisively.
Yeah.
Just that, I mean, he consistently, when you look at the breakdowns, he consistently has the most screen time. He was, he's been there for a very long time, and clearly AEW is more of his calling than kind of doing like comedy spots for WWE, and he really gets to kind of like branch out and be this kind of character that I imagine he wanted to be. Yeah. And so this is a long-winded answer, but it makes sense to me to push him. And like, again, this sounds like I'm shitting on Darby Allin a lot, but it's almost like he's a backup champion. Like,
yeah.
It's like if there's not, it's like, oh, okay, well, maybe there's not a better choice for right now. We'll just, we can we'll push Darby Allin some. He's going to be around. Like, we'll see what happens. And I mean, AEW kind of seems to be, at least in some of the areas, kind of seems to be in a time of transition. And we've seen a few of these throughout the life cycle of AEW, like with the big push for the Death Riders being another big one. And then like in the last year or two, kind of moving away from some of the people who were more of the big names, big storylines, like, I don't know, not moving away from Hangman and Eddie, but like they've always been pulled back a little bit.
Yeah.
And we kind of have these new people, and nothing bad with that, just time of transition.
I'm digging that. And it feels to me like maybe Darby felt like he belonged with that old like Hangman and Eddie, that guard, so those folks stepping back, but Darby's still up there. It's like, well, maybe like we want the Kevin Knights, and we want those folks to have their chance to be on top. I know Darby hasn't necessarily had it with the belt, and it can certainly come back, but is it necessary for him to be on the ascendancy? And maybe that's the question that I'm asking right now. I can see him being the world champion. Does it need to be now? Does he need to be climbing now? My answer for that one's definitely no.
Mm-hmm. But that's a good question. Does he need to be on the ascendancy, or is he more part of this kind of old guard?
They got to stick him back in with the Dogs feud, man.
Mm-hmm. That I feel like is more where he belongs.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that shit.
Like, he really excels in this kind of like mid-card film-esque like packages, kind of like these kind of beefs, and like when you can have the kind of like more scripted sequences like him in the desert, I thought was cool. And all of that. But like, I don't know, him versus Kevin Knight or him versus MJF like feels odd to me.
Yeah. It does to me too. I wonder if it did to Tony Khan when he made the decision to not put the belt on him those years ago. And while he's positioning him up there, I gotta wonder if there's a voice in the back of his head that says, "Will it be the right call, if ever?" I don't know. I don't know. I want to see it as an experiment more than I want to see it because he's my dude. Yeah. Yeah.
I get that. Speaking of people who are your dudes,
Please and thank you. Who?
let's talk about Swerve.
Yeah, brother.
So I really did not think that Kenny would win.
No, me neither.
Like, I feel like we said it. I feel like we said it in the last weekly
Yeah,
wrap.
we did. We both were like, no,
We're like-
Swerve.
We're like, Swerve's got it. Like, that's gonna suck that Kenny loses again.
Yeah. Dude, what does it mean when the suplex scholar fails the test?
Whew. It means that it was not in the textbook, let me tell you.
Oh, snap. Oh, dude, that was really good. I like that one. It's not in the textbook. Like, we got to give them time to get it. Do y'all realize his brilliance?
They'll realize it over time.
That's right.
If they haven't already, they will. They will.
That's right.
Yeah, but I did not foresee it. Like, my sort of long-term guess for how things were gonna go did not involve Kenny winning
No.
against Swerve.
I don't hate it, but I also
No?
did not prefer it, which I guess means it was not the right decision.
Perhaps not.
But I see their point, and maybe it was right. But I didn't think that was going to happen, man. There were interesting stories that they could have told with powerful Swerve.
He's got to acquire power in some capacity, though, right?
He will. I think so. Or they'll just like get rid of all the EVP stuff at some point, which maybe feels like where they're going because the Young Bucks lost it, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess that would mean Kenny is the last one to have it, because Hangman Adam Page, I don't know if he ever was an EVP. Do you know?
I thought it was just the Bucks and Kenny.
Okay, and then Cody, but of course he gone.
Right, and then people that have since left.
Dude, whatever happened to Cody Rhodes? He was in AEW and then he just was gone.
Yeah, well, he had that similar trajectory to Hangman, right? Where he was like, "I'll never challenge for world championship again," and then he got fucking smacked.
That's right.
And
You think Cody
then
might
he kind of
come to AEW, come back? He's. You think Cody?
I hear he's doing bus tours for $10,000 a seat right
Dude,
now.
that shit is absolutely bonkers.
that is preposterous.
Dude, I was reading something up on that, and it was some like transcription of him talking about that cost of that, and he said, "Oh, it like brings me honor that people would want to spend their money on that." But he's got to be thinking like, "You suckers, like you're gonna pay $10,000 to just walk on my bus." But then he said a couple people who did it last year he's become friends with.
Interesting.
But then it's kind of like having to buy your friends.
Yeah, that's kind of weird too.
All right, what's the most amount of money that you would pay to have this experience? You go on Cody's bus, you get to talk to him, and you might become texting buddies with him, as these people do. Give me a dollar amount.
$350. I think that would be my limit. For the full bus tour and everything like that. That'd still be like, but I feel like around 300 is significantly less than $10,000.
Yeah.
But how much would you? What about you?
So my number was 5, but I wouldn't pay that. But I think that would be the absolute limit I would ever consider paying for something like that. But that would have, for me to pay $500 to get on the bus of a wrestler, it would have to be my absolute favorite, where like I'm leaving with a deep friendship with my favorite wrestler, right? Like that would be, but even then that's too much money to do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong too. Like I really like Cody Rhodes. Like
sure.
you can't see it, but I have a framed signed photo of Cody Rhodes right here above my computer. one of my all-time favorite matches is Cody Rhodes versus Dalton Castle.
Oh yeah, from what?
Yeah,
All In or something.
yeah. I think it's an old. It's an old Ring of Honor or something like that. It's one of the belt things. It's
Cody
when he
Rhodes got me
debuts.
through back surgery.
Yeah,
WrestleMania 40.
Right, yeah, and WrestleMania 40 is absolutely fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm not against Cody Rhodes, but just, for personal preference, I feel like, between 3 and 5, I align with that.
I'm against anybody charging that much to just have a handshake on their bust. Just the principle of it all, not the Cody of it. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel similarly. Yeah, not the Cody of it.
Yes. All right. Anyway, we were getting off. We got way off.
Yeah, we were
there.
getting.
It was fun though.
What other any other sort of big picture stuff for you going on like this week in wrestling?
Well, the breakup of the Babes of Wrath, which was like tucked away on Collision in a post-match promo that you had to like really be listening carefully to discern that that's what was happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I went back and rewatched it because I was watching it, but not like sitting up taking fucking notes, and then was like, wait, what?
Yeah, because it's like it was a drifting. No, not so much a breaking apart, but like you go left, I go right, but like we're doing our own thing. I don't know if I feel like that's necessary at this moment in time. I thought they were riding high even in this feud with Divine Dominion.
Yeah, I had in some of my notes that it seems to be a time of transition for the women's division in AEW more broadly, but they seem to be going really heavy into tag stuff, or at least team stuff. Like now with Mina joining up.
Yeah, I had that on my notes too.
Yeah, which I don't dislike, but it was like, the Statlander of it all as well. Like she's nowhere really to be found.
Where'd she go?
And I know, like I want to see some more singles match. I want to see some more singles matches with her. I want to see some more singles matches with Tekla. I've enjoyed all of her singles matches immensely.
Yeah. You're right. The tag division, the trios stuff, the Triangle of Madness. It feels like with Toni Storm being out of action, I mean, I think some of the behind the scenes reporting suggests that she was supposed to be wrestling as of last week's match. I think we talked about this. And they had to pull her. So much got scrambled. So now they put Mina in this thing, this feud with Tekla, now the Triangle. And yeah, the pivots are, it's just par for the course. You hate that it happens, but it also means that what was a pretty firing on all cylinders women's division has now become primarily a tag division without many compelling individual stories driving it forward.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it kind of is it's kind of a mixed bag because I would like to see more of these kind of compelling singles matches, but at the same time I really like most of the new tag stuff that's happening. I've said it before, I will say it probably many more times on the channel, is I love the Birds, and I'm really happy with Divine Dominion as well. I really, really like both of those.
Can you pick one over the other?
It's got to be the Birds for me, I think. I'm a huge fan of their promos as well.
Their promos are so awesome.
Both of them talking shit with their funny accents.
Their promos are infinitely better than Divine Dominion.
I agree, and for me, that's what puts it a little bit. That's what gives them the edge a little bit.
Yeah. What was the name that Mina and the Birds are going to go by? Did you catch it?
Did they say it?
Was it the
I didn't know if they said
Lovebirds?
it.
Although that would make sense.
That would be a good name.
Right. Maybe they said nothing. I was just hoping that that's what it would be.
Dude, Lovebirds is really good though.
That's right there. So,
Yeah.
well, dude, okay. If they come out and it says the Lovebirds next week, or you catch wind on Reddit that someone else is saying Lovebirds, then you'll know someone watches our stuff and goes online, man. They steal
That's
our
true.
shaz, dude.
They're stealing your genius.
They stole your genius first with Colossus.
Yeah, but they didn't end up going by it.
Right. But you saw somebody on Reddit.
Yes, but
it.
I did see people saying Colossus would be
we were
good.
first. We trademarked
first.
it, brother. We trademarked it.
That's right. It was a binding verbal agreement
It was.
between us and the entire internet community.
So why do you think they decided to break up or have the Babes of Wrath go their separate ways for now? Give me your logic to that.
I honestly don't know.
I'm grasping.
They still seemed pretty over with people.
Yeah.
I don't think people were getting tired of them per se. My only thinking is that both, because I did think that both Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale can do pretty compelling singles matches. And so, maybe with the lack of kind of singles talent within the women's division, we're gonna have more singles matches with like Harley and Willow or something. More defenses of the TBS title. Like Harley, I don't know, having some kind of developing storyline.
What if Harley and Willow went at each other over the TBS channel? But a story of friends actually fighting, like not bad, true bad, evil hatred.
Yeah, I actually would like that
Me too. Yeah.
How long? Willow's had the TBS title for a while now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why do you think that they went their separate ways?
I still can't make heads or tails of it. They were over. They always got pops. People were excited by Willow and by Harley, of course. Maybe because they wanted to give space for the Lovebirds, the Brawling Birds to come up, and with a team as over as the Babes of Wrath, it's hard to do that, I guess, in their shadow. Maybe give some other teams a chance to breathe in that role. That was the only thing I can go to, because it doesn't make much sense to me from a fan's perspective right now.
Yeah, I never got the vibe that people were like tired of them.
No, me neither.
Or bored of, like, people still have Babes of Wrath signs and stuff like that when they'd be coming out. So
yeah,
I don't know. I guess we will kind of have to wait and see. I do think that there's got to be a storyline with both of them.
Yeah,
intertwined but doing single stuff.
Mm-hmm. I do too. I do think ultimately it's going to be the Brawling Birds that get the belts off of Divine Dominion.
I think so too.
And I think they could have some really good matches. You've got all four of them are hard hitting. You've got the gods in Lena and Megan Bain going against it's not a David versus Goliath, but it is the size differences there height wise. But you have the stocky and strong Birds, like they don't take no shit.
Yeah.
Like
no, they're heavy hitters.
Yeah, they're gonna get it
like
done.
the two birds, one stone doesn't super fuck around.
That's pretty good. That's really good, dude. You put that English degree to work every episode.
I know, that's right.
Baby.
Every episode. I got to use it in some capacity.
Okay, man. All right, look. I was watching the new Anaconda with Paul Rudd and Jack Black, which is on Netflix. And it's really funny. I loved it much more than Jules did. But it opens with Jack Black just like singing to himself in the mirror. And I thought to myself, this movie has observed our lives. I was like, there's a guy just singing to himself, making noises. Whoa. Not only are we like the best and greatest wrestling podcast in the known and unknown universe, we might be the quirkiest too.
Hey, that's a big plus.
That is. Variety
That's right.
is the spice of life. I came up with that phrase. No one's ever said that before.
Verbal trademark.
Verbal trademark. Absolutely. Never said that.
Yeah, like
wildly popular phrase.
Like come to Binary Star Wrestling for the wrestling analysis. Stay for the flavor.
Yes, sir. I love it. There was some other cool stuff that happened on Collision. It wasn't just the Brawling Birds becoming the Lovebirds. Your dudes, the Rascals, got highly featured.
Hell yeah. Let's do Collision. Let's do Collision.
Had to make you happy to see that that mushroom bobbling around on the Tron.
Dude, there was a lot of Rascals this week too.
There really was. Ring of Honor.
Yes, they were on Ring of Honor as well. Yeah, Myron Reed's really, really good.
Is he your favorite?
He might be. He actually was in one of my favorite. His match in Ring of Honor was one of my favorites this week.
Dude, it was really good. One of my favorite moments of the whole Ring of Honor show happened in that match with this particular kick to the back of the head. It was awesome that he did on somebody. So yeah, I'm fine with that. What is it about them that you love so much?
I like the kind of vibe of kind of like stoner drug dudes that aren't are kind of like chilling, like they're hanging out in the back, spending their time like kicking it. They got a bunch of snacks. It seems like they just like to party and chill, but then are able to roll into the ring and just crush skulls. And I like that energy from them a lot, where it's not like you see them, because I still appreciate when you see the Death Riders backstage or something like that, and they're doing fucking push-ups in the dark and psyching
I'm here for the pain.
Psyching each other up, right? And they're like, we're gonna see fucking blood, and they're that's serious, that gravitas kind of, but the Rascals don't have any of that. Yeah. And they're just dudes that are laughing and fucking around, and then they show up into the ring and bring the pain.
Yeah, and do it with showmanship, with precision, with artistry. And I guess I hadn't thought about that dichotomy before, because I've watched them. I like them. I don't love them to the degree you do, but I am really high up on them. But I have thought, okay, the stoner vibe, what is the gimmick add, and what has it been adding throughout their whole career? But I see it now that you've said it. You've got these dudes who are in the back getting high, and then they can go in and perform like world-class athletes and acrobats and and fighters and strikers, and that dichotomy, that visual dichotomy, suddenly really works for me. So thanks for that.
It's
you
a
gave me a real gift.
Oh yes, we're aligning more and more with each passing day. But yes, they're very different. Even when you see MJF backstage or somebody like that, where it's he's and studying and taking into
several
account.
Weeks ago, it was Lexi who came up and interviewed them, and they were like, "Hey, you want some of this?" And she was like, "I'm working," and they were like, "So are we."
Yeah, see that's the perfect that's a perfect Rascals moment. Yeah, I like that. I like the whole. I want to get one of those shirts too.
Yeah, they're cool.
The Rascal shirts are cool. Yeah, and then Myra Reed had the match with my other boy Mansoor.
Dude, his little feud with MXM is really
MXM.
good. Yeah.
Yes, their matches are so fucking funny. They're channeling Three Stooges, kind of.
Yeah. So Mansoor was on Ring of Honor, right? It was Johnny T. Then they feuded on Collision. So that was a carryover, which they don't always do that. That was a cool moment to have some story carryover between those two shows.
Yeah, I liked that too. The whole thing really worked for me. With the Rascals as a whole this week. Yeah.
Something else just clicked for me. You said Mansoor's one of your boys. There's another performer whose character and backstage mannerisms are a direct dichotomy to their skills in the ring. Like, so maybe that's one of the archetypes that you just really like in wrestling.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, he's backstage primping and their whole gimmick, and then he's a really good wrestler. Yeah.
That's
So-
pretty. Hey, you being the suplex psychologist over here.
She is. Okay. But yeah, but that's a cool gimmick. I like that. Yeah.
I always, a lot of my favorites end up falling into that. Like talked about him before already, but Dalton Castle as well.
Yeah, that is. You figured it out. Yeah. Okay, analyze me. What would my archetype be? Think about the ones I've been like,
Let's see. You always love a face as well, but you're very consistently up on the Death Riders.
I am.
So, like, typically I can pick which match will be your favorite of the week, and generally it involves the Mox.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that is one of my 3 favorites of the week. Was one that did involve the Mox. Yeah.
I knew it would be.
Yeah.
I knew it would be. So, let's see. But I think that a lot of your favorites, I do kind of feel have, and I hate to use this word again because I've already used it, but have that kind of gravitas. So I've always been real up on Divine Dominion as well, and the kind of goddess-esque qualities of them. They kind of have that gravitas when they enter with their costumes and their music and even just their presence. Is very it takes up the stage, and Mox is the same way. I would say that both of those also align with the character of Superman in general vibe, like the feel of the presence, kind of, and the aura that they create. And so I think that many of your favorites, in my opinion, seem to show that kind of like oozing an aura.
Oh, that's perfect. That's it right there. Like, I kept thinking of real, but in my mind I was thinking that doesn't capture it exactly. But as soon as you said oozing an aura, that was it. Like, because that is Superman. Like, I mean, he doesn't have to aura farm. He just is the farm, right? Like,
He's
ultimate aura.
The myth.
Yeah. So
he's
you're right.
the myth embodied.
Bigger, larger than life, but like that big heroic feel, embodying a virtue, or if my favorite heels are like heels turned up to 15. Like, I was
gonna say Tekla also.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
She also has that. She has that aura. She oozes that aura as well.
That's right. All right. So you too practice some suplex psychology, because that
we can both be.
A perfect analysis, good sir. That was cool. That was fun.
That's right. We could be the suplex psychologist. We'll shrink your head but bust your face.
That's a T-shirt, dude. That's another T-shirt. Yeah. I'd like to swing over to Ring of Honor. We didn't hit it as much last week, which was a damn shame, because there's some really good stuff that is happening on Ring of Honor, and I know people watch it. I don't know how many, but I don't see many people talking about it, if any. And while
I agree.
While I did not get a chance to watch Global Wars, did you? I didn't.
I watched one match because I wanted to see Eddie.
Okay. Was it good?
Yeah, old Mad. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Old Mad King Eddie and Ortiz won over what's his name? Billinger and
Tommy Billinger and
the other dude from Alabama.
Yeah.
Priest.
Yeah.
Priest.
Dude, how are they together? Like, that's such a strange. I mean, I'm sure they're friends, but that's a weird little pairing.
They're an interesting pair, but like I feel like they do pretty good.
They do,
like it kind of it's one of those like weirdly kind of works.
Yeah.
like Bandito and Brody.
Yeah, that's right. There's just some strange dichotomous energy there.
There's some weirdly kind of works.
There was a Red Velvet match for Global Wars that I'd like to watch that I haven't seen. I mean, she was on Ring of Honor, and her match was one of my highlights because it featured two of my favorites, I think, period. Trish Adora versus Red Velvet. Although Trish Adora did not land her knee German suplex from the knee position the way that impressed me last week, so my heart was broken.
Your heart was Lariat Tubman.
Oh, dude, it was Lariat Tubman. Like, wait, it was indeed Lariat Tubman. I'll say that.
There we go.
She got me. She got me good. Dude, I just love her intensity. Pairing it with Red Velvet's like strange athletic precision. Like, I love the vibe going on there.
Yeah, I just love.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, anything associated with Shane Taylor Promotions.
Are they your top people in Ring of Honor?
They're one of my tops. Like, I fucking love the whole, like, the STP.
Yeah.
When they come out, like, like Shane, talk about gravitas. Like, Shane Taylor, when he rolls out, like, so absolutely fantastic. So they had a match last week, I think, that ended up being super duper good. Like, Anthony Ogogo is really, really good.
Yeah, his match was cool, although it felt like the crowd really let him down. And that's like one of my problems with this whole new set is it does not allow for the crowd noise, because when he was trying to like get that crowd heat, they just weren't giving it back to him in the way that it could have carried that moment forward. But STP is awesome.
Yeah, I will say that like it felt like there were more people in the crowd this week. Like, it looked like there was kind of like standing room in the back added.
Oh, okay.
So I'm wondering if they're hearing that like as a critique.
I hope so.
Because you can't super have wrestling in the same way without the crowd. Like the crowd is a part of it,
right?
Like in a different way, I feel, than like your kind of traditional theater or sporting event, right? Like beyond this kind of like spectator role, like the crowd is a character.
Yeah, that's right. They're part of it. I mean, we know that it shifts the energy of performers. We know that they rely on it to know about how to take a promo, where to take it. We know that they listen to the crowd for how to call spots on the fly in the ring. So when you don't have the volume enough, and who knows, maybe it's louder in there, and probably is.
Yeah, could be a production thing,
right? Yeah,
as well.
But they gotta beef it up. I didn't see the speakers on the stands this week.
I noticed that too.
Yeah. So, look, I got my wish. Like,
hey,
those fucking speakers are gone.
Progress, not perfection, right?
Yes.
It's like, as long as we're moving in the right direction, like I'm good.
That's a good reminder. Yeah, we aim for progress, not perfection. Tony, you made progress. Thanks for getting those speakers out. And you know what, dude? I'll tell you what. It's not even the speakers of it all. It was the fact that you could see the wire.
Yeah, that looks sloppy.
Yeah.
That looks sloppy. Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, big week for women in wrestling in ROH.
Yeah.
Like, weren't there 3 title contentions?
Yep, and we had Deonna Purrazzo in the Proving Ground match with Robin Renegade. Which Robin Renegade's been showing up a lot, and I can't figure out how they handle people like that in Ring of Honor, because it doesn't strike me that Robin Renegade is ever going to be all elite. Right? But can someone like that, they can obviously make a healthy living just being a Ring of Honor jobber, probably, right?
Yeah, it seems like it.
I mean, look, you could if you got paid $100,000 a year to wrestle on Ring of Honor once a week or once every 2 weeks, that's not a bad deal, right?
No, I mean, especially I think about like, my boy JD Drake.
Yeah.
Like he's not on every week, he maybe shows up like, he'll be around, but then, you don't see him for a few months. Like even some of the bigger names, Nick Wayne, like you don't see him for a while, so you got to think like, maybe some of them are doing like some of the stuff with indies and like local promotions and stuff, but like I feel like some of them must have like fucking day jobs or some kind of gig. I don't mean that disparagingly, just that like something to fill the time.
Yeah, they've got to.
And something to do. Yeah, but I think it's kind of cool that you can do that. You can do that and still be like a sizable presence on Ring of Honor. That's something cool about Ring of Honor, I think.
I really like that too. I like that it features people who would probably otherwise never get on WWE TV or even AEW TV, but it gives them international exposure if they're going up and doing the Global War stuff. But they're good wrestlers too. I mean, look, Robin Renegade, maybe she just needs her moment to break out. Although, what she's doing right now, I actually enjoy it. I think she's a good wrestler, and I thought she put up a good match against Deonna Purrazzo. I like Pure, and I don't like Pure Rules. I love Pure Rules, dude, and I can't figure out why. Like every time I'm like, oh, Pure Rules, like, oh, it's on, like. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe just the little weirdness of it that you can get pinned on the ropes. That's fucking weird. Yeah. And the first one I watched ever, a dude got pinned with his shoulders on the ropes, and I was like, that's trippy. So that's probably why I love it.
There's something to that, though. Like, there's a reason as well that we like, like a lot of the like gaming content people will have like those like self-imposed restrictions or like random mods or something on your favorite video game that now make it so you can't use certain weapons.
Right. Yeah.
Things like that. It's like a new kind of challenge almost with something that's like, something you really love now shown in a different way.
Mm-hmm. That's why I like in comic books, like all like the multiversal Superman variants, right? Like I love them.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It's like an Elseworlds.
Yeah. It totally is. So Pure Rules, it's like the Elseworlds of the professional wrestling universe. Because I mean, how many other? Can you think of any other promotions where their rule set is fundamentally different? I mean, the Speed Championship in NXT just has a time limit, but the rules are still the same.
So what I was thinking, I mean, you have your various like gimmick matches, kind of, where you have like, ladder, 2 out of 3 falls, dog collar, things like that. But the base rules, like the world, is still lore consistent.
Right.
The base rules themselves are not changing; just a new element has been added. Like that's I would say an add to, not a taken from.
Right.
The
or
situation.
It's like no rules rather than just different rules.
Yeah. Because then you just get the no rules stuff, like a no holds barred or a Texas Death, something like that.
It's the the pinning. I'll tell you what it is. It's not even just the difference of it, because that's cool enough. It's not the even being pinned under the ropes or that you don't get any more rope breaks. It's that you can get pinned on the ropes. That's trippy. Like, how'd they think of that one? Like, hey guys, like not only can you get pinned under the ropes and on the floor now, but if both your shoulders are on the mat, the ref has to find a way to count 1, 2, 3. And it looks weird, but it's also fucking cool. Like,
yeah.
Wait. Ask me why I like it.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Why do you like the Pure Rules?
I just fucking love them.
Hell yeah.
That's all that's needed. Along with all those other reasons.
Yeah, in addition to the myriad of other factors.
Yeah. In addition to the less like guttural, primitive reason that I just gave, but that one is important.
I get that. Dude, speaking of guttural and primitive, I absolutely love Persephone.
Oh my God. And I was sad to see her dominate my good friend Lacey Lane. I've loved Lacey Lane since she was in WWE and the sort of like party girl things she had going on. I think what did she go by? Caden Carter was the name she went by.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She took that wheelbarrow German suplex like a damn champ from Persephone. Oh, that was awesome. That was my favorite moment of Ring of Honor, was that suplex.
Nice. Yeah, her match was fantastic. And I also really like it when Tony Khan has to come out. Like,
holds the belt.
Looking
like guys.
Yeah, looking like a fucking dork.
Yeah. Like,
holding the belt. But I actually can appreciate that he doesn't seem to be there for the limelight.
No, I don't think there's any way that you can say that he's there for the limelight if he's showing up to that tiny ass TV studio for Ring of Honor, right? Like, that's not limelight. That's love of the game.
Right, and he doesn't even say anything, like, at least nothing audible. Like, he'll say something to the wrestlers, but, like, you don't even fucking hear it.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't on camera when we were at Blood and Guts, but we know he was, we know he did talk multiple times, but he wasn't on camera, right?
Yeah, I believe that to be true.
I don't think he was. So, yeah.
I don't think so.
I do like seeing that. I mean, he's done that with the Claudio matches over the past month, but I really liked seeing it in Ring of Honor as well.
I like that too, dude. I think that there's something to the argument that they're positioning Persephone to dethrone Athena.
Okay, not my world. We agreed on that, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it's got to be Persephone. Like, even Ian Riccaboni referred to her as inevitable.
Yeah, he did.
That alone, like, I didn't even put that in my notes. It stuck in my head, like, calling her inevitable.
Okay, but wait a second. Athena is the fallen goddess, and Persephone keeps calling herself the god of Ring of Honor, right? Like, isn't that what she
There's
called
a clash
herself?
Yeah, there's a clash of titans there. Like, I feel like it makes sense, like, thematically as well.
You're right.
Like, Persephone, and furthermore, in mythology, Persephone is like the generation of gods beneath, like, Athena and them, since Persephone is Demeter's daughter, right? But Demeter and Athena are kind of on the same level.
So Persephone is just the next generation. She is the one. She's entered Ring of Honor. It's hers. Wait, she said the gods gave her Ring of Honor. That's right.
Yeah, it was something like that.
She's assuming that divine dominion there. Yeah. Dude, what if she goes up and joins Divine Dominion in some crazy, like, big women trios? Like, I mean, that won't happen. I wouldn't hate it. I don't know if I want it to happen, but I also wouldn't hate it.
I actually would like it. I think the problem is they'd be too powerful. That's the issue.
They would. Everybody in AEW and Ring of Honor would simultaneously turn in their resignation notices, right? Like,
yeah, you could never convincingly make them lose.
Right.
They would just be absolute powerhouses.
Well, how are we going to beat them this time? Glass in the eyes, or just a straight up bullet to the head?
Yeah, it's like, how do you even fucking fight that?
Oh my god.
Ooh, before we get into some of what our favorites of the week were, I believe we have a very special segment, don't we, Chris?
Where?
Where, Ishii?
It is indeed time, friends, for Where Ishii. So, Henry, it is at this time that I'll invite you to bring upon the screen our newest Where Ishii, along with the audible sounds of something akin to Jeopardy for legal reasons.
Exactly, but for legal purposes, distinct from.
Yeah, distinct from. But of in a non-substantial, only metaphorical sense. It is epiphenomenally related to the show Jeopardy. Not in any legal sense, dear friends. But
Correct. It is, but ontologically different.
And talking about ontology, if you cannot tell, this is a special Easter edition of Where Ishii. And
That's
we
right.
hope, friends, that somewhere in this scene upon the stone pavement, you can indeed find our friend, the stone pit bull, Tomohiro Ishii.
Nice. That's right. And first people that let us know where Ishii is will get a very special reward.
Yes, they will. What's it going to be this time? We gave
like it
some
could be a
merch
surprise.
discount last time. Yeah,
Some merch discounts last time, but like, you know, it's a surprise what the Easter Bunny will bring.
that's right.
So perhaps whomever finds Ishii first will be visited by a very special Easter Bunny of their own.
Oh, that was really well put.
There goes that English degree again.
There goes that English degree and your mythology specialty, because look, the Easter Bunny is just simply a popular myth.
That's true. Are you trying to tell me the Easter Bunny isn't real?
I never said myths aren't real.
Oh, you're right. My mistake.
That was a good save.
He saved it. He saved it.
Sorry, Easter Bunny. Sorry, Easter Bunny.
Yeah, don't talk about my boy, the Easter Bunny, that way.
Don't shit in my Easter basket, please. All right,
Exactly.
Let's get to our favorites before this thing goes off the rails. Talking about Easter Bunny shit.
All right, tell me, give me one of your favorites from this week.
My favorite match from Dynamite was Swerve vs. Kenny 2.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, nothing even comes close to it from that week. On the greatest ever Dynamite week, Swerve versus Kenny 2 would still be a top contender, but this week it was.
I agree.
It was a shoe-in.
Yeah, that was a first place, and then first place, large gap.
Yeah.
Second place.
Yep. They're just that good.
Yeah, I think we're completely aligned on that one being the
We're ridiculous.
stars have aligned.
All right, well, let's try that again. The stars have aligned. That's gonna come out so badly on the video. Please leave it in
It'll
as
sound like
badly as
shit.
it sounds, please.
Perhaps I'll smack an auto tune on there and it'll sound beautiful.
All right, Collision. Do we align? Mine was.
Is yours Okada and Kevin Knight?
No.
What was yours?
Mine was Death Riders versus Private Party.
Ooh, there's a high chance we would have aligned on that one though.
Yes. Now
That was like that was in my top 3 for sure.
again, it was more the promo and the match itself combined. The sort of mock saying like, here to teach you something, like that thing.
Yeah, where he's like, 200K. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I love that. So like that
I thought
made
that was
the
good, too.
match, you know. I mean, I loved the match too. It was not the best match. The best match certainly was Kevin Knight versus Kazuchika Okada, but wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, that was I had it was a tough one for me because like when I was trying to think of like, okay, what did I think the best match of the week was? And honestly, like, so if we're just talking Dynamite, obviously it's Swerve and Kenny. But like put the Swerve and Kenny match, like I had a hard time being like if I thought that was better than the Okada and Kevin Knight match.
I don't think it was, honestly. I loved that Kevin Knight Okada match.
I think that might have been the best match of the week. That in my opinion, I think that was the best match of the week.
I think best, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, like I took my seat, but I only needed the edge.
Oh, that's amazing. God, that. Did you have a favorite from Ring of Honor?
Oh, honestly, Athena and Maya World.
That was a really good match.
I was kind of on the the hipster in me hates picking main events as the best matches, because I feel like that's low hanging fruit. But I really did think that those two main events were absolutely stunning. Like the story too, with like Athena and Maya Ward, like the story of like, you know, just student turning on teacher kind of thing. I thought was really good
too.
Yeah, and you had a lot of people. Billy Starks coming out.
It was as overbooked as Ring of Honor gets. Even though I understand why you did. And it was because, for me, low-hanging... Well, I guess maybe I did pick low-hanging fruit. If Red Velvet's in the match, that is low-hanging fruit for me. It's going to be my favorite match. But I also think that match was really good on its own terms. Not just because it featured my top two performers in Ring of Honor, male, female, non-binary, what have you, but just top two. But it featured Red Velvet, who's one of my top performers, period. I don't know why. I mean, I can name the things I love about her, but there's something about her whole vibe that I just dig. And so it was nice to see her defending the television championship, although I don't know what a television championship means when you're not on television. But I love to see it.
Nice. Yeah, I really like that one too. There really was a lot of bangers with Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Like this week. They've kind of been on a tear lately. Like the last few weeks have been solid. Global Wars seems good. I
actually kind of want to see that, dude.
I legit, and they had like a special YouTube only episode as well last week. I think.
Yeah, that's right. They did.
Yes, there was like another one with Eddie Kingston was on there. Like, you know, you like to see it.
No. We loves to see it.
Ring of Honor has been solid lately. So like, you know, maybe they're carrying the water for the for Dynamite at present.
Dude, wouldn't that be something? Like your little tiny show carrying the weight right now of your A show. I mean, it'll come back around, and it's probably gonna come back around this week. And when dynasties come, you know, well, maybe there'll be a new king wearing the crown.
Oh, shit.
Dog.
Yeah. Dynamite's or not Dynamite. Ring of Honor has such like little brother energy, and I really dig it.
It's small D.
The binary stars. The binary stars. Lift off and the clock has started. The binary stars. The binary stars.